department is making her way around, gloved with we have 5 Tribbles in the collection. And we brought one out and flipped it up a little bit for you. This is an original Tribble from the original Troubles with Tribbles Star Trek episode from 1967. 3 were given to the museum, and then the museum had to make the kind of embarrassing phone call back to Paramount at some point and said we had gone back through the collections. This is before my time, I will note. And we only have 1. They could only find 1. And so, in fact, instead of multiplying, ours had reduced to 1. So now they sent us some more, and now we have 5 Tribbles in our collection. So we have everyday objects, but we also have these kind of one-of-a-kind television props. And so when you go to visit it, I hope that you'll notice when you look at the Star Trek Starship Enterprise that we have 2 labels. My predecessor wrote 2 labels for it, one for the studio model and one for the Enterprise, which is, I think, existing most in our heads, in that vision that we remember from watching it on a little glowy cathode ray tube back in the day. But really, when we were first collecting these objects, we were thinking about them in terms of their position as examples of a fictional starship. But now we really are thinking about them in terms of their broader significance. So when I talk about Star Trek, I'm talking about it both as a cultural phenomenon, but also as an agent of social change. And I'll end with one story about Gene Roddenberry's vision, as you'll see, included a mixed-sex, racially integrated, multinational spaceship crew in 1966 and 1967. And that had tremendous impact culturally, more so even than many people realized at the time. And so actually, a year or so ago, I got a chance to talk to Nichelle Nichols, who is the actress who played Lieutenant Uhura in the original series, and she was able to tell me the story, which she's told other people at other times, but I was able to put it then in Nancy's book, Star Trek and History, about how she actually, as an artist, as a singer, was starting to feel like her talents were not well used on Star Trek, that she didn't have many lines, she didn't often go with the away crew, and so she had decided that she was going to quit the program. And she went to, as she tells the story, she went to a fundraiser for the NAACP, and she was told that there was someone there who was a fan of hers and would she be interested in meeting him. And when she turned around, it was Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. And he talked to her about the fact that Star Trek was one of the programs that he and Coretta Scott King really felt very comfortable letting their kids watch, because it was a vision of successful racial integration, of a racially integrated cast working successfully in the future, working together and working as equals. And so for